could all please rise for the bride. Who gives this woman away as a bride today?
That would be me.
Consider her given, Erin. Stand up. Okay. So it is my pleasure to everyone can be seated. Sorry. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone here to celebrate this special moment in Erin and Ian's life. Oh, are you okay, Mom?
Yes.
Okay. So we are here as a family standing under the chuppah, and a chuppah represents the future home that Erin and Ian are building together. The sides are open to show that we are all here to support them and be here to build them up, and that they will also always welcome us into their home to be a part of the lives they're creating together. So prior to the start of the wedding ceremony, I'm just going to hold this up. Erin and Ian, along with two witnesses, signed what's called the ketubah, and this is a Jewish wedding contract or marriage contract. Essentially, at this point, Ian has now acquired Erin. And even better, and why my dad gave her away so quickly, is that he now has to provide for Erin as well. So, it is in Hebrew as well as in English. However, Ian and Erin don't read Hebrew, so I don't know if Ian knew that when he signed it, but there are lawyers in the room. It is binding. However, the gist of the ketubah reads, on the 7th day of the week, on the 12th day of the month of Sivan, in the year 5782, which is the Hebrew year, it corresponds with the 11th day of June of 2022 here in Austin, Texas. We are all here as a witness to the groom Ian Swisher Stonebrook and the bride Erin Jessica Levton entering the marriage contract or the covenant of marriage. Hopefully Erin and Ian will display this in their home so that we come and visit, and it's a daily reminder to them of the love that they shared and the special memory of today. Okay? Any questions yet? You're good. Okay. Just making sure. So I just want to share some words about Erin and Ian. So I feel so fortunate that they have allowed me to be a part of their lives, and Ian's welcomed me in with open arms. Erin's still nice to me. I think of them as a couple, and I'm always amazed by their constant evolution. So they've always been growing and developing, and their communication has always amazed me. But I really love the story of how Erin and Ian got together. So Erin and Ian had been dating for several months. It was COVID. They were spending time and getting closer. And Ian took a real big step in the relationship, and he asked Erin to be his girlfriend. And Ian, I think, was real confident Erin was going to say yes. Well, instead, Erin said no. And then she said, Ian, I don't know what you want out of this relationship. Do you want marriage? Do you want children? Do you want to stay living in Austin? We haven't talked about these things, so how can I say yes if I don't know where this is going? And Ian, which is what we love about you, is that you didn't let that dissuade you or push you away from the relationship, and instead y'all continued on. However, fate always works out, and so a couple weeks later, Erin and Ian and me went out on Lake Austin for the day with a bunch of friends. I'm hearing a lot of events. So they went out on Lake Austin, and it was their first outing as a pair. But remember, they're not officially a couple at this point. So Ian did not know Erin was such a strong swimmer, and she demonstrated that by trying to drown him at least twice. However, Erin did not realize that when a lovely young lady showed interest in Ian, that she would be jealous and say, "That is my man." So as the day ends and me and Erin are in the car with Ian, and Erin's giving Ian some constructive criticism about watching out for overly friendly women. And I piped up and I said, "Well, Erin, you can't complain. You said no." And at that moment, Erin said, "That's it, you're my boyfriend." And that is the true story of how these two became an official couple. And in the year that has followed since that wonderful moment, they have only grown closer. Ian, you bring out the softer, loving side of Erin that we really have not seen before. And Ian, we have seen you grow as a man. You are thriving as a writer, and you've even put on a button down since meeting you, but we still love the basketball jerseys. We don't want you to give those up. Watching y'all grow and come together in love, I'm confident y'all will tackle everything life has ahead of you, because you have a constant conversation where you're able to maintain who you are as individuals, but become stronger as a team. And I do think y'all's life successes has been because y'all are a wonderful pair, full of love and happy moments ahead. So, okay. And now I'm going to read from 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, and hopes and perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. And when there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part, but when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked and thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror, then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of all these is love. So now, Ian, I'm going to ask you to place a ring on Erin's finger. Okay? And as you're holding the ring on her finger, please, you can repeat after me. With this ring, you are consecrated according to the dictates of the heart. Sorry.
With this ring, you are consecrated according to the dictates of the heart.
And the ways of the world.
And the ways of the world.
With goodness and mercy.
With goodness and mercy.
Okay, you ready? Ani, ledodi.
Ani, ledodi.
Vedodi li.
Vedodi li.
And then look at her and say, I am my beloved's.
I am my beloved's.
And my beloved's is mine.
And my beloved's is mine.
Okay. Erin, you may want to pass the bouquet. You want to take it out. Sorry. Erin, say to Ian, with this ring, you are consecrated.
You are consecrated
According to the dictates of the heart and the ways of the world.
according to the dictates of the heart
and the ways of the
the
world.
ways of the world.
With goodness and mercy.
With goodness and mercy.
Ani ledodi.
Ani le dodi.
Vedodi li.
Ve deli.
I am my beloved's.
I am my beloved.
And my beloved's is mine.
And my beloved is mine.
Okay. So now, in Judaism, we do what's called the Sheva Brachot, or the 7 blessings. So while I read the 7 blessings, I ask you to hold the glass of wine and then take a sip at the end and share it with your bride. And if you spill on her, it's good luck. So, blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who has created everything for your glory. Blessed are you, ruler of the universe, that has created light in this world that dwells within every human being. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, through which we live, love, and perpetuate life. May all the people of the world rejoice as their children are renewed with joy. Blessed is the light in our lives as the people rejoice in their children. We bless with perfect joy these loving companions. Blessed is the light of love which brings joys to our companions. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who created joy and gladness, groom and bride, lover and friend, peace and harmony. May there always be hearing in our cities and the streets the sound of joy and gladness from our bride and groom today. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, who causes the groom to rejoice in his bride. Amen. Amen. Ian, if you could sip from the glass and share it with Erin. Okay, thank you. At this time, I'm going to say that you both have joined voluntarily in the ceremony of marriage and now have formally been united as husband and wife in the presence of family, friends, and all those that love you. It is my pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife, and Ian, you may kiss the bride. Okay. So the next big moment is the breaking of the glass. Some people say that Jews break the glass because it's to symbolize how fragile marriage and life can be. So I don't really understand why you would break it then. But really, it's going to be our cue to shout Mazel Tov. So once Ian breaks the glass, if everyone can shout Mazel Tov, these two are official and we can get the party started. Okay. Let's go for it. Nice.